Most Buffalo story of the day takes us to the Multiverse, where Josh Allen is the main character. A local author has a new children's book, and we got to talk to him today about it.
The Mafia and the Multiverse is a children's book I wrote that follows up our main book, Mafia, Buffalo versus the Multiverse. So it's sort of a fictional fantasy world that follows the Bills through different adventures.
Travis Carlson can now add children's book author to his list of accomplishments. The Western New York native is also a filmmaker with Pan American Films and is a lifelong Bills fan.
I actually used to work for the team, and so had a lot of creative energy and found that this would be a fun story to tell. I feel like it tells a very Buffalo story. Josh's story is very much one of hard work and earning everything. And I feel like that resonates with a lot of us in Buffalo as well.
This all started for Travis with a blog post about 2 years ago about what it would be like if the Bills were set in a fantasy world like a Marvel story or Star Wars. That led to a book for adults, and now this book.
We enjoyed the world so much that we thought, a kid's version of this, it's sort of set in the same fantasy adventure worlds, but more of a bedtime story.
There's no actual football in the book. The teams all compete as their fantasy identities. The Bills are a Wild West show. To illustrate the book, Travis turned to AI.
This is still an extremely involved process, one that follows the same artistic process I've followed my whole career. I've been doing art since I was in high school, so 20 years of illustration and drawing. You are engaging with the program and using inspiration. You're adjusting it all the time, and it's still taking months. It took me 2 months to develop the art style for the kids book, and then once you kind of have that, you work with how to get consistency, and so I find it's an awesome tool.
He's also trying to do an audio version of the big book to complete his storytelling.
I want people to get a deeper love and appreciation for certainly the story of our team, but also the biggest thing would be to have pride in Buffalo, that we have in our own backyard, our own people are making art and projects that are worthy of the spotlight. We don't need to always get everything from LA and New York. We can make stuff here that we're proud of.
Thanks so much for joining us for Most Buffalo. We hope you'll join us again on Monday when Lauren Hall returns. First at 5 with Scott and Mary Alice starts right now.